Hi, and welcome to Ivy English. I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is the 22nd of March, and we're on page 59 of the magazine. And today we're going to talk about something that I've been actually kind of curious about lately, which is how rain makes us sleepy. Why does that work? How does that happen? What's going on here?
Yeah, 好，那今天这篇文章很有趣。我们看到它中文标题是下雨天怎么办？我好想睡哦。那这个英文标题就是雨为什么，或者是雨是怎么样让我们 sleepy 想睡觉。
So let's read the article. Have you ever been less excited to go to school because of the rain? What about hearing the pitter-patter of rain in the middle of the afternoon and feeling the need to take a nap? It has been proven that rain can make us tired. Some people like the sound of rain so much that they listen to recordings of it to help them fall asleep. But why does rain make us sleepy? The first answer is simple: the lack of sunlight. The cloudy and dark conditions on rainy days can lead to the production of a sleep-related hormone called melatonin, which makes people feel drowsy. Another reason is pink noise. In comparison with white noise, which is equally distributed across all frequencies, pink noise is a lower, gentler, and more soothing sound. Think of the plop, plop, plop of raindrops hitting windowsills. While the pink noise isn't always there, the sounds can turn into lullabies when it rains. Apart from dark skies and pink noise, the humidity that rain brings also plays a part. In humid conditions, the air becomes heavy with moisture. This means our lungs have to work harder to get oxygen from the air. The increased labor of breathing can be tiring, making us want to sleep. Rain doesn't only bring on long, relaxing naps. Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, a type of depression, occurs during winter months when there is less sunlight or when bad weather keeps people inside. People with SAD may experience increased sleep, loss of interest and pleasure, and social withdrawal. Exposure to sunlight or light therapy can relieve some symptoms. Weather has a big influence on our daily lives, so bask in the warmth on bright sunny days and get some much-needed rest when the rain comes pouring down. I wish that were true. I wish that on rainy days you could just go home and go to bed.
Yeah.
That would be sweet. Anyways, have you ever been less excited to go to school because of the rain? Yes.
Yeah. 好，所以呢，他第一句就开始问说，你有没有这个 less excited to do something， 就是对于做某件事情比较不是那么兴奋，不是那么有劲。所以他说 because of the rain， 因为雨，你有没有曾经因为雨觉得比较不想去上学，或者去上学你感觉没有那么的兴奋呢？
Like yesterday, I wanted to go to the flower market. And that's a great thing to do, right? But it was rainy, and my friend was like, I don't want to go out in the rain. So I ended up going to the flower market by myself. I mean, it's covered, so you're fine when you're there. But she just was like, I don't want to deal with the wet. And like, I think it's just because rain made her feel like, why go outside?
Yeah. 没错哈
But I wanted to see flowers.
Yeah, 很多人其实下雨天都不太想出门了都不想这个弄湿 Yeah.
So if you're less excited to, go out because of the rain, what about hearing the pitter-patter of rain in the middle of the afternoon? Does that make you feel the need to take a nap? Sometimes it does.
Yeah, 那 what about 就是那么什么什么怎么样呢？对，也是提出一个假设的状况，就看看对方觉得这样状况你觉得怎么样呢？你有什么想法呢？那什么状况呢？ Hearing 听到 the pitter-patter of rain 就是雨的滴答声，那 pitter-patter 就是那个雨的那个滴滴答答的那个声音。这个我很小就学会这个字，因为有一首歌叫 Rhythm of the Rain， 里面就 pitter-patter pitter-patter whoa listen listen to the falling rain pitter-patter pitter-patter 就从那里学会这个字了。那个时候我还不知道这个字什么意思，我还查字典，就是指那个雨的那个滴答的这个声音。好，所以听到这个雨的滴答声，然后 in the middle of the afternoon， 就在下午的中间，大概3-4点的时候，听到这个声音，就正好想要睡午觉的时候，那你听到这个雨声，然后 feeling the need to， 你感觉到这个需要去干嘛呢？ To take a nap， 小睡一番。所以那这样的情况之下，你会不会觉得真的很想睡呢？
I want to say also pitter-patter can sometimes be the pitter-patter of little feet. It's any small, rhythmic, tiny noise.
哦，所以 pitter-patter 也可以是有韵律的一些很小的一些声音。
Yeah, so it could be mice, it could be children. It depends
可
on
能是老鼠，
context.
可能是小孩子，都有可能。
Yeah. So the pitter-patter of rain and the pitter-patter of little feet are both super common collocations.
小小的脚哈 little feet.
Yeah. But both are cute. We think of the word pitter-patter as cute and lovely.
所以这个字呢，其实大家感觉是蛮 cute, 蛮 lovely 的哈。
So it has been proven that rain can make us tired. I want to show you a thing. This entrance paragraph, this introductory paragraph is really classically set up. The first one is, have you ever done a thing? What about another thing? It has been proven that thing is true. You can just use this. This is a classic pattern where you ask a question about a thing and then you give another angle to that thing and then you give a scientific proof of it. Or you just make a statement about it. It doesn't have to be scientific. You just go, this thing is true. And then it goes on to say, some people like this thing. But why does thing happen? So this is your whole pattern. Have you ever done a thing? What about another thing? Here is true about the thing. Some people like this thing, some aspect of this thing. But why does thing do thing? You can use this for any introduction, and it will always work.
所以大家其实就把这一段把它背起来，这种 pattern 你就知道啊，一开始有一个 hook， 那后来从不同的角度来另外一个 hook， 一个勾勾，让你开始产生兴趣 HOOK， 然后呢，接下来就说啊，我们已经证实了怎样怎样怎样，接下来就说有些人怎样，那可能另外的情况又怎么样？所以这地方讲到说，这个讲完了，会想小睡一下呢，然后他说啊 ，it has been proven that 已经证实了，雨它的确是可以 make us tired， 让我们觉得会疲劳会累。us 是受词 tired 是受词补语。
Some people like the sound of rain so much that they listen to recordings of it to help them fall asleep. Like YouTube they're doing brisk business in this kind of sound recording. There's also things called noise generators, where a computer algorithm plays recorded noise in a specific pattern. So you can go and Google or look up noise generators if you're interested in this.
所以呢，有些人喜欢 like the sound of rain， 有些人喜欢雨的声音 so much that 喜欢到什么程度呢？喜欢到他们会 listen to recordings of it， the it 就是指的 sound of rain， 所以他们会喜欢到什么程度呢？他们会听这个雨声的录音来 help them fall asleep， 让他们睡觉。 fall asleep 是一个常见的 collocation， 就是睡着的意思。
Some people like listening to rain recordings to help them concentrate too, by the way. So some of these noise generators are for helping you concentrate, and some of them are for helping you fall asleep.
那也有人喜欢听雨声，他们就可以专心。
But why does rain make us sleepy? Or why does the sound of rain help us concentrate?
但是雨声为什么会让我们觉得想睡觉呢
？Oh, this is just about sleepy, not about concentrating. So the first answer about why rain makes us sleepy is simple.The lack of sunlight.
好，那第一个答案很简单，为什么雨会让我们想睡觉呢？因为一下雨，阳光就会被遮住，某种程度的遮住，所以就产生了一个状况，叫做 the lack of sunlight， 缺乏阳光。
So the cloudy and dark conditions on rainy days, on days that have rain, can lead to the production of a sleep-related hormone called melatonin.And melatonin is a chemical that your body produces that makes people feel drowsy. So when the light level drops, your brain goes, oh, time to go to bed. Okay, guys, get to work on producing the melatonin. We have to go to sleep now.
所以呢 the cloudy 就是多云的，这个还有 dark 昏暗的 conditions 状况。On rainy days， 下雨天的时候呢，这云很多嘛，太阳看不太到，然后呢昏昏暗暗的，这样的状况呢 can lead to 它可以导致什么结果？导致 the production of a 就产生某个东西的产生 the production of a 什么东西的产生呢？是一种 sleep related hormone， 是一个跟睡眠有关的荷尔蒙，称为什么呢？褪黑激素。褪黑激素我想大家都中文都知道，那它英文是什么呢？ Melatonin 就是褪黑激素。那 那这个褪黑激素呢，它会使得人们 feel drowsy 会让你觉得昏昏欲睡。drowsy 就是中文所谓的昏昏欲睡 heavy with sleepiness 或者是 sleepy 的意思。
It's when your eyelids start closing and you're like,
所以 drowsy 就是你的眼皮开始 无法控制的往下垂的时候那种状态。
Another reason for the sleepy feeling from rain is pink noise. Pink noise? Did you know that noises come in colors?
好，所以另外一个原因呢是所谓的粉红噪音，这个 pink noise.
So let's talk about in comparison with white noise, which is equally distributed across all frequencies, pink noise is a lower, gentler, and more soothing sound. The main difference between white and pink noise is that white noise feels more intrusive and it's a higher frequency or pitch to your ear, and it's much more pointy, I'm going to say. It feels pointier to me. I don't know how to explain that. So white noise is, if you've ever turned on a radio and it's just static, that's white noise. Or the noise of a television when it's not tuned to a channel. But that's not true anymore. Televisions and radios don't make that static anymore. They just play silence when it's not on.
White noise seems like some kind of background noise for me.
So the sound of waves crashing can be white noise. That sound. Okay, but pink noise sounds like that, but it's just not as hard on the ear. It's just, it is gentler and lower and more soothing. It's a nicer noise than white noise.
Yeah, 好，所以他这里说呢 in comparison with 跟什么相比，跟 white noise 跟中文所谓的白色噪音，中文有这种说法，白色噪音相比呢，那白色噪音他说怎么样 which is equally distributed across all frequencies. 那白色噪音呢 equally distributed 就是它很平均的分布， distribute 就是分布的意思， to spread through 或者 spread throughout a space 或者 area. 所以白色噪音呢它很平均的分布在 across all frequencies 遍及所有的频率或者频段，所以这个白色噪音它可以有各种各样的频率，那当然有的时候它频率太高我们也会受不了。那刚刚这个 Angela 讲说，最早我们讲白色噪音是指那个收音机或者是这个电视收讯不好的时候那个静电的那个声音，但后来 white noise 它就不只是指这些声音了。那总之呢，就是白色噪音它的各种频率都有，但是呢相较之下 pink noise 所谓粉红色噪音呢是比较 lower 比较低频，所以不会有那种高频听起来很不舒服的那种，然后呢它也比较是 gentler 比较温和，而且呢它是 more soothing sound 它是比较能够使人平静的这种声音， soothing 就是使人平静， having a calming 或者是 relieving effect 它会让你镇定下来，会让你放松 relieving 的那种感觉，因为这个 soothe 这个动词就是 to calm to relieve 或者 to ease 的意思。
I think a good explanation of white noise is if you've ever been to a really big waterfall to the point where it's when you leave the waterfall you feel like a pressure has been taken off you because the sound has been so overwhelming of just
Yeah,
that's white noise.
所以例如说你到一个瀑布旁边，那个瀑布的那个水声就是一种 white noise.
But it has to be a big waterfall.
但是要大的那个瀑布才行。
Yeah. But so our author says to think of the plop, plop, plop of raindrops hitting windowsills as an example of pink noise. And I don't really think that's accurate, but I guess.
Yeah, 所以他说这个大家可以想一想，那个 plop, plop, plop 这就指那个声音拟声字，就是雨点 raindrops hitting 雨点打在那个 windowsills 就是窗台上面的那个声音，你就可以想那个就是 pink noise。
I mean, he agrees with me that it's not exactly the right example. He goes, because while the pink noise isn't always there, the sounds can turn into lullabies when it rains. So it can turn into a music that makes you sleepy.
Yeah, 我读到这里，我想到的是，他说这个粉红色噪音 isn't always there， 就它不是一直持续不断的声音，所以像那个雨声啊什么，它是滴滴这种声音有的时候甚至于你听不到。那总之呢，这个粉红色噪音 isn't always there， 虽然是这样，但是这个声音呢，或者这些声音 the sounds， 它是可以 turn into 变成 lullabies， 就是催眠曲when it rains。就下雨的时候你听到这样的声音那就是感觉像催眠曲了。
Apart from dark skies and pink noise, you know, that's a really great use of apart from. Because you could have said besides here, but apart from is like, okay, those things are true, and also we have another thing to tell you about. So apart from those things, we also have this other thing, which is humidity. The humidity that rain brings also plays a part. And humidity means the amount of water that the air is carrying.
这个 apart from 是除了，但是除了并不表示前面的不要了，而是说前面那些这个我们讲到这个阳光不够，或者是这个有粉红色噪音， 那这些都对，所以他这里讲到除了这个 dark skies 跟 pink noise 之外，表示 dark skies 跟 pink noise 他们都是我们要讲的。那除了这些之外还有什么呢？还有一个 the humidity 就是湿气，这个湿气是 that rain brings 就是雨所带来的湿气 also plays a part also plays a part 就是也掺了一脚，也就是说它也有影响。 plays a part 就是 to participate in something， 所以它也参与在这里面，它也掺了一脚。翻译的话大概我们可以翻正说它也是有影响。
In humid conditions, so humid means damp, basically. So in humid conditions, the air becomes heavy with moisture. Moisture is wetness.
Yeah, 湿气 moisture. 所以 in humid 就是潮湿的，在潮湿的状况之下 conditions， 那空气怎么样会变成 heavy， 空气会变得比较重，因为空气里面有湿气，所以空气会比较重。
And so this means our lungs have to work harder to get oxygen from the air. And oxygen is what we need the air to give us. So working harder, that makes you tired.
Yeah, 那这表示怎么样？表示我们的肺呢必须要 work harder， 要更努力的工作，才能够 get oxygen from the air， 才能够从空气里面得到氧气。
The increased labor or work of breathing can be tiring, making us want to sleep.
好，那increased 就是增加的，这个所增加的这个 labor 劳动 of breathing 就是你呼吸所需要用到的劳动或者这个劳力，所以 increased labor of breathing 就是呼吸所增加的劳动，为了要呼吸所增加的这个劳动呢 can be 可能会是怎么样 tiring 会让你觉得疲劳， tiring 就是 something that making you tired producing exhaustion 的意思，所以它会让你比较疲劳，那结果用一个分词构句告诉你 making us want to sleep 就使得我们想要睡觉。
Rain doesn't only bring on long, relaxing naps. If something brings something on, it sort of creates the conditions for it.
It causes a situation to occur. 雨呢，它不是只会带来 bring on 带来这个 long 长时间的这个 relaxing 令人放松的这个睡眠啊 nap 就是小睡一番啊，不过这睡得还蛮长的时间。
Seasonal affective disorder, which is hilariously turned into SAD as an acronym. That's an effective acronym. It is SAD. So it's a type of depression, and it occurs during winter months when there is less sunlight or when bad weather keeps people inside. So where I'm from, Milwaukee, is very bad in the winter. From about February to March, every day is this flat, gray, cloudy light. Temperatures are cold and the snow is not fun. It's just annoying.
It's not?
It's snow is fun for the first 3 days, and after that it turns into a gray, slushy mess that's just a mess everywhere. So, but I mean, it's the light mostly. Like most everybody, I think, in Milwaukee has SAD in the winter. Yeah.
所以这个地方 seasonal affective disorder 叫做季节性忧郁症啊，缩写非常的有趣，正好缩成 SAD S-A-D， 因为你会觉得蛮难过的。那这是一种什么呢？它同位语告诉你，它是 a type of depression， 它是一种忧郁症的一种。那 occurs 它会发生是在 during winter months， 就是在这个冬天的这几个月会发生的。然后 when 就在 winter months 里面呢，这个时候呢 when there is less sunlight， 这个时候阳光比较少，而且呢 when bad weather，这个不好的天气会 keeps people inside， 就让人们待在室内，也就让你没有办法外出。那这个住在台湾的人比较难想象了，但是像这个我知道一些冬天阳光比较不够的地方，像英国或者美国，应该有些地方也会这样子。到英国去发现他们居然有那种专门让人去 sunbathe 的那种商店，这种紫外线。
This is why Europeans are obsessed with sunlight and with tropical venues. Because we just lack sunlight in the winter and it really affects us.
所以这个欧洲人啊，好，或者像北美啊，这个冬天的时候真的阳光不够，所以他们就很喜欢阳光。那我们这边有的时候晒太阳晒得受不了啊，他们那边的话，阳光很好啊，所以这个地方呢，就是你阳光不够，然后你必须待在室内，那很多人就会因为这样就觉得有点忧郁了。
I mean, as a kid, I used to sleep in patches of sunlight. That was what I used to do to get the sunlight I needed.
Oh, okay.
I would just go to the living room where there was sunlight coming in and take a nap in the sunlight.
Wow. 这 sunlight 这么的珍贵哈，还跑到日光底下去睡觉。
Yeah. exactly.
Hard to imagine.
It's hard to imagine.
For
and now
us.
that I've lived in Taiwan for so long, I am the opposite. If like, even in the winter when I'm cold, I'm like, I still step into the shade because like sunlight is too intense here.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to remember how it was. But yeah, before I used to like, oh my God, sunlight, I would always be in it no matter when.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people with SAD may experience increased sleep, loss of interest and pleasure, and social withdrawal, which are all symptoms of depression, by the way.
Yeah. 好，所以有这个季节性忧郁症的人呢 ，people with SAD may experience， 他们可能会经历到 increased sleep， 就是他睡觉会越来越多，那其实就可能到嗜睡的地步，一天到晚就想睡觉，或者一天到晚就在睡觉。那也可能会有 loss of interest and pleasure， 就对很多事情都失去兴趣，然后做很多事情都觉得不好玩，叫做 loss of pleasure。那也有呢 social withdrawal， 那社交退缩，这个 withdraw 动词它的意思就是退缩的意思 withdraw， 所以社交退缩就是他退缩了，他不出去社交，或者有社交机会他也不是那么兴奋。
So exposure to sunlight or light therapy can relieve some symptoms. So being in sunlight, exposing yourself to sunlight, or light therapy. You can buy these kind of UV lamps now. They're called sunlight lamps. And apparently they help a lot.
好，所以 exposure to sunlight， 你要暴露于阳光之下，这个欧美现在有这种这个紫外线灯的照一照，听说还蛮有帮助的，会让你比较心情好一点。那另外呢 light therapy 就是用光的疗法，那它可以怎么样 relieve some symptoms， 可以舒缓一些症状。symptoms 症状，它前面我们讲舒缓症状，除了 relieve 之外，还有一些字可以用，例如说 ease ease symptoms， 或者是 reduce symptoms， 就是减低症状 reduce。那或者是另外一个比较深一点，但是其实也很常用的一个是 alleviate symptoms， alleviate， 所以各位把这四个记起来就差不多了 relieve, alleviate, ease 或者是 reduce symptoms。
Weather has a big influence on our daily lives. So bask in the warmth. If you bask, that's what lizards do on rocks when they're trying to get warm from the sun.
Yeah.
You bask in the warmth on bright sunny days and get some much needed rest when the rain comes pouring down.
所以天气对我们每天的生活有很大的影响 has a big influence on our daily lives. 所以呢 bask 就是沐浴，通常指沐浴在阳光下。英文的这个解释就是 to expose oneself to pleasant warmth， 是一种 pleasant warmth， 尤其是太阳的那种 pleasant warmth， 让你觉得很愉悦的那种温暖。所以 bask in the warmth on bright sunny days。Bright sunny days 就中文讲的阳光明媚的日子，所以阳光明媚的时候呢，你就晒晒太阳，然后呢，当这个 when the rain comes pouring down， 这个雨倾盆而下，叫做 the rain comes pouring down， 这个时候呢，你就 get some much needed rest， 你就去赶快休息一下，而且这些休息是 much needed， 你很需要的休息。所以有阳光的时候赶快去晒晒太阳啊，那下雨的时候呢，赶快去睡睡觉，这是一种非常理想的生活。
And both of those are forms of rest.
Yeah， 两种都是一种休息。Yeah。
So we've got some questions here for you. Number one of which is, fill in the blanks with the information contained in the passage.
依文章所含的资讯填入空格。
So we have this grid here, and on the left it says reasons, and on the right it says results. So the thing on the left is the reason something happens, and the thing on the right is what happens because of the reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So lack of sunlight, the release of melatonin makes people sleepy.
好，那原因缺乏阳光会怎么样呢？我们这个答案啊，应该是褪黑激素啊，它的释放会使人想睡觉，这个就是结果。
The next one is pink noise. The sound is low, gentle, and soothing, so people fall asleep easily.
好，那原因是粉红噪音，结果就是这个声音是低频的、很温和的，而且使人平静，所以人们很容易睡着。
And then humidity. The rain creates a humid environment that makes the air heavy. Our lungs have to put in more effort to get oxygen, which makes people tired and sleepy.
好，原因是湿气，然后呢，结果是下雨天会制造出这个让空气变重的什么呢 ？humid 一个湿的环境，然后呢，我们的肺就需要更加努力才能够获取氧气，这会让人觉得又累又想睡觉。
And number 2 is also a kind of tiny closed test. It says, please write down white noise or pink noise.
好，所以请你写下 white noise 或者是 pink noise.
According to the passage, pink noise sounds deeper and more comfortable than white noise to the human ear due to a reduction in higher frequencies.
好，所以呢，这个中文是说，根据本文，因为高频减少了，所以对人耳朵来说，什么比什么听起来更低沉，而且更舒适呢？所以第一个空格我们要填的是 pink noise， 第二个空格我们要填的是 white noise。And
number 3, which phrase in the passage means the behavior of somebody who doesn't want to communicate with other people?
好，文中哪一个词组的意思是这个 the behavior of somebody who doesn't want to communicate with other people?
That would be social withdrawal.
正确答案就是 social withdrawal。And
number 4, which of the following people are more likely to suffer from SAD?
以下哪些人较有可能罹患季节性忧郁症呢？
The answers are E and F. Tanya lives in Alaska for the winter months when the sun won't be seen for 65 days. Oh, I could never live in Alaska. And F, Brad lives in Iceland during the winter when the sun appears for only 4 hours per day. Nope.
所以答案是 E 跟 F。 E 这句话说，这个谭雅冬天的时候住在阿拉斯加，那个时候有65天会看不到太阳。 F 是说布莱德冬天住在冰岛，那个时候太阳每天只会出现4个小时。
And then there's Taiwan, which has all the sunlight and all the rain, and it's fantastic.
那台湾的天气真的还蛮不错的。
I really, really like this place. Okay, so that is all the time we have for today to talk about rain, but hopefully you've learned some more things and will help you improve your life. And we'll see you again next time for more Ivy English. Until then, bye-bye.